G'day, ladies and gents. Welcome to our second episode brought to you by Hello My Crypto. Today, we're going to be analyzing the markets once again with your hosts, myself, Yas, and Jerome. We're going to get straight into the charts. So, Jerome, go ahead and share your screen.
Yes, there is something interesting that if you look at the monthly chart, if you do a measure move from top to bottom, you can see that we are flushed a line in terms of the way it went on the second month following the blow off top to the 78.6 fib retracement, right? Yeah. If you do the same on July 2019, again, 78%. Now, we've got a really extended candles there. But if you do the same move, if you do the same retracement, let's say that we're coming down to around about the same base, we're coming to around about
40K.
38,000, let's call it 39K. Are we going to see the same pattern where we have a push higher before actually retracing to the lower low?
You know, so I find, look, it's a very interesting point that you're bringing up. However, the market conditions are totally different. In 2017, at the top, that was the end of that bull market, and institutions weren't involved. I think that we're only in the beginning of the bull market this time round, and institutions are involved. So this just might be a little bit of a pullback, like we were talking about that 25K level. If you look at the daily, we've printed, I posted a graph earlier today, guys, if you haven't had a look, and you'll see this bull flag playing out quite nicely. So 25K or 40K, that is still the big question.
Now, we're starting to form a descending wedge pattern, which is a very bullish pattern. So that pattern in itself is showing continuation. It's showing continuation of the bull market, right? But if you look at the way we draw it last week, we reached the exact top. We were on the money. We did say that 33,800 is going to be the ultimate resistance. 38,800 came flush, which was kind of an easy. And we said we have to close above 33,800 to see a continuation of the pattern. Now, if you look at the super trend, it's also aligned with the 33,800 level.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're seeing a reversal today and some strong action. Does that mean that we've got a bottom? Well, on the same time, we did do a lower low and a lower high. We are bouncing over 50 MA daily, which is a very strong support. If you look at the super trend on the 4 hour, we just coming down, supporting the price action. It's bullish. Short term, we are definitely going to see a little bit of a relief rally. That's what I believe. You've got to remember that we've got a very strong resistance on the top of the wedge, meaning that the 33,800 is going to act as resistance again. And that's, again, we're back at the exact same discussion as last week. We have to go above and close above 33,800 to confirm continuation, and meaning that we could go and close the CME gap at 40K. Now we had this acceleration to the downside, which was the perfect move to get enough liquidity to go back up. Okay, and we are back to the same range where we could consolidate, get out of the wedge, and push up. Mm-hmm. This on the 1 hour, you could have drawn that trend line. As soon as we break that trend line, it was a signal that you can buy. As you can see below, there is an indicator that we actually developed ourselves. There's going to be a series of indicators that's going to help you to trade better. This one is an awesome oscillator. If you look at it from any time frame, it works like a bomb. If you look at, for example, recently, the way it topped, and then you draw that line, and then it reversed, That was the perfect sell signal. It's not a very pretty indicator right now. We're going to work on it. It's been back tested. It works beautifully. Now, let's look at ETH. I mean, Ethereum is just in a way better shape. So same type of scenario. We cross that line, we pump. This is going to be our first main very obvious resistance. As per the rules of fib extension, you go to the highest high and to the lowest low. So 1640 is the potential target on Ethereum. I mean, the super trend is still below price.
So just have a look at our platforms page. And we've got some platforms that will actually show you the back end stuff. So you're not trading blind, essentially. And look at trdr.io, have a look at Tensor charts as well. And give you fantastic background info as to where your buy and sell walls are. So have a look at that.
So guys, this is all the platform that we've selected for you. I mean, we've been researching and using those platforms for years. Like, for example, if you look at something like Into the Block, I can give you a quick sneak preview, like over here. What does it do on the 1 hour? You can see if the price is going to go up or the price is going to go down. Ethereum, BTC, right now, it's going up. Litecoin up, everything is going up. Now, I want to just look at the NVT. The NVT is an awesome indicator that shows you the strength of the price action. When it started turning from green to red, there's a definitely major increase of volumes. As you can see on the 146 level, we just bounced off. This is the kind of thing that's implies some level of bullishness that we cannot just ignore, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at 2017, we hit back the exact same level to reach back the whole way to the yellow line, meaning that when everyone was expecting that we're going to go and close the 23, 24, 25K gap, we could actually gonna go and close the 40K gap first. Bitcoin dominance is at support. We did mention last week that we could go down to 62.
Yeah.
We were at 65 last week.
And we hit 62. We hit 62 last week.
We did hit 62, yeah.
Yeah, agree. As is the same for the contrary, guys. So if we see this BTC dominance start to pick up off the 62 area, the rest of the altcoins should start pulling back, and you'll just see Bitcoin start running for that 40K level again.
No, that's it. While we're busy chatting, BTC is back above 32.
Yeah, there we go. That's actually a very interesting point. You know, I mean, for those that don't know, as long as we're trading above that EMA, we are bullish. If we're trading below it, we're short-term bearish. Bearing in mind that, of course, that it is a 21-day or 26-day EMA, depending how you plot it, but it is a short-term moving average. So trading below bearish, trading above bullish.
Just to conclude, basically there is a potential upside on quite a few altcoins going until Monday. Altcoins love the weekend. Short-term, very strong sign of bullishness, especially with Ethereum. Now, as you can see, we've got our very strong base on BTC around the 30K, 29 and 30K levels.
Yeah.
It's acting as a base. Like we said earlier, we are below the EMAs and we have to reclaim certain levels like we identify to be 100% sure that we're going to go back to test and potentially close the 40K CME gap.
Well done. All right, perfect. Jay, thanks very much. Guys, thanks very much. Thanks for tuning in and watching. That's our wrap for today. We are going to, of course, do our next analysis again next week. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following all our social media platforms so that you stay up to date. Until next week, trade well. And don't forget all your stop losses, just in case. All right, guys. All the best.
Okay. Thank you. Cheers.